Well, this has been great. Mets win, baby. 7-3 over the Washington Nationals to kick off their 3-game series here. Huge way to start. The offense comes alive. Love to see that because the offense, we know before July, not really doing too much, but this past month, especially ever since the All-Star break, they have been cooking, and it's been fun to watch. Max Scherzer, even when he didn't have his best stuff, still keeps the Mets in this game, and he ends up picking up the win, and the Mets improved to 7-2 since the All-Star break. They've been great. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk as well about some trade deadline stuff because why not? Because this is the last video until the trade deadline rolls around. I apologize for not getting anything up yesterday. Ended up being busy towards the end of that game yesterday. But again, another huge win there. Before we dive into this, though, be sure to leave a like on the video if you do enjoy. Subscribe if you guys are new, especially for Met fans. Turn on your notifications as well. We are brought to you by Manscaped. They are the best in men's below the waist grooming. Their products are precision engineered tools for your family jewels. Manscaped's performance package, the ultimate men's hygiene bundle. Join over 6 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped, and you could get this exclusive offer, 20% off and free worldwide shipping using the code Python. And if my math is correct, they're helping 12 million balls out there. Be sure to check them out in the performance package. What do they got? They got the lawnmower 4.0. They got the deodorant. They got boxers. They got every single thing that you need to help yourself, to help even your significant other, because who likes it hairy down there? But in all seriousness, nah, check out Manscaped. Link is in the description for 20% off and free worldwide shipping using the code Python. Go check them out. Also, get yourself to a game, whether it's the Mets, whether you're a Nationals fan, maybe watch the video or whatever. Go check out TickPick because you could save some money, and those fees that you get slapped with, you don't worry about them with TickPick at all. Link is in the description if you want to save some extra money there, as well as the money you're saving with no fees. But let's talk about this game. And who had on the bingo card today that the Mets would go down in order 1, 2, 3, and the Nationals would score a run first? Because I certainly didn't. And that's exactly what happened. The Mets go down in order. And then Scherzer, he gets the first 2 outs of these. And Juan Soto ends up walking. And then Josh Bell gets a double on a just absolutely garbage defensive play there by Starling Marte. That allowed the Nationals to score a run. Instead, he throws it to second for whatever reason. It's the cutoff man where Jeff McNeal is playing down the line. Just made no sense. Escobar then had the run over. Bell was able to go to third, and it just looked like a nightmare was ready to start. But thankfully, Scherzer gets the next out. And what do the Mets do that they've done all year? They respond, and they respond quickly because they respond the next half inning. Alonso kicks things off with a walk. JD Davis, I think this was his only at bat of the game, actually, if I'm not mistaken. No, he had 2. But regardless, he strikes out in JD Davis fashion. This could be his last game as a Met either way, which we'll talk about later on. Canada then singles. Escobar flies out, and you think, all right, well, they're not going to score. But no, you're wrong because the Mets do things with 2 outs now, and Jeff McNeal, he scores on a line drive down the right field line, and that ends up bringing in Alonso. Canada goes to third, and that that ties the game, I should say. Then Tomas Nido gives the Mets the lead with a single to make things 2-1. Brandon Nimmo then, he gets a single, and the Mets ended up challenging that, and Buck Showalter, great on challenges. The play was overturned, even though he was clearly safe, so it made no sense why the play even had to be challenged. But regardless, Starling Marte, he gets a single then, and this could have easily been more runs, and it could have been a double. But unfortunately, Tomas Nido had poor base running, and only give the Mets a 3-1 lead. But you know what? It is fine because at the end of the day, Mets still up 3-1 by the end of that inning. Scherzer then cruises through the second inning, getting 2 strikeouts there. Then the third inning, Pete Alonso with a home run. A weird one that I didn't even notice got out at first, but regardless, Pete Alonso sneaks one over into the Mets bullpen there, and that made it a 4-1 game, and that was pretty much it for the third inning. Nothing else really happened. Fourth inning, nothing happened really. Either Jeff McNeal got hit by a pitch. Stop me if you heard that one before. Brandon Nimmo with the single, but the Mets left the runner stranded there. And then things got a bit ugly, though, in the bottom of the fourth. Soto got a leadoff home run, and you're like, oh, here we go. It's 4-2 all of a sudden. And then you have Hernandez single, Cruz singles, and then Garcia singles to drive in a run. You're like, Here we go. Here we go. We're going to choke this one, aren't we? And nope, thankfully Scherzer gets out of it. And he pitched a lot to contact like we saw against the Yankees, which I don't know if it's a bit concerning or not, but regardless, that is what ended up happening. Then in the 5th inning, LINDOR struck out, and then they go to the bullpen pretty early. They bring in Andres Machado to replace Corbin, and that didn't work out. Sort of worked out, but got a little scary there for the Nationals as Alonso got doubled, then Vogelbach walked, who ended up pinch hitting, and Canado and Escobar left runners stranded, and then Scherzer got through the 5th inning with very little trouble. Mets in the 6th inning, they tack on some more runs there, 2 groundouts, and then, like I said, they get things done with 2 outs. That's what they love. Brandon Nimmo with a double, and then Cishek comes in, and what does he do? Hits Marte right in the arm because Steve Cishek is a piece of shit. So, yeah, he ends up getting hit there, and then he has to pay for it as Francisco Lindor with an opposite field bomb there from the left side of the plate, and the Mets expand the lead to 7-3. Pete Alonso then walks. Vogelbach strikes out. He gets out of the inning. Then Cishek, that is at the expense of the Mets taking a 7-3 lead. Then again, Scherzer somewhat going through the inning, cruising through the innings, but allowing a walk here and there, allowing a hit. 7th inning rolls around, and the Mets again left runners stranded. Canna and Mcneal got singles, but unfortunately couldn't get in any of the runs there because Escobar hit into a double play, and then you had Nito strike out. And then Scherzer, he faces 2 batters and then got into a bit of trouble. So Joely Rodriguez ends up coming in for the first time in 8 days, which scared the hell out of me. I don't know if it did for you guys, but thankfully he gets Hernandez out. And then he ended up actually not doing too bad, all things considered, for Joely. Mets offense didn't really do much in the 8th. Joely walked Soto, which expected. You want to pitch around a guy like that. And then he got 2 straight lineouts. So you're like, all right, Joely, job well done. Ottavino comes in to get the final 4 outs, and he does that successfully as there was no offense pretty much for either side in the 9th inning. Mets win 7-3, 13 hits on the night for the Mets, 6 for the Nationals, 1 error for the Mets there, none for the Nats. And in terms of the pitching, Scherzer went 6 2/3. His final slash line, 6 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts, and of course allowing that home run to Juan Soto. But something that looked a bit off and concerning to me was Scherzer's slider. It definitely didn't look as crisp as it has in previous starts. Only 4 whiffs on 11 swings for 36% whiff rate there. Not the greatest day at the office when it comes to the slider for Max Scherzer, which usually he's very effective with. And it kind of forced him to use that fastball more, and he was pitching more to contact. But regardless, again, I'm not going to complain when he's only allowing 2 earned runs there. Again, first run wasn't earned, of course, but yeah, it never should have happened. So yeah, Scherzer overall, great outing for him. Joely, he looked pretty okay. I mean, not much else to say. He doesn't have the sharpest stuff, but to have a clean inning from Joely, I'll take that any day of the week. Adam Ottavino looked solid. He had 1 strikeout, and his slider is just nasty. One of the nastiest pitches in all baseball. That is for sure. The lineup, Brandon Nimmo, have yourself a day, going 4 for 5 today. How about that? No RBIs, which, again, sucks, but 4 hits. Yeah, you take that all day, considering Brandon Nimmo, it's looked like it struggled a bit lately. So I'm absolutely taking that all day, every day. So great day at the office there. Marte, he had to hit a bit of a bounce back game. Of course, got hit by the pitch on one of those. And overall, not too bad of a day there for Starling Marte. Francisco Lindor, who has been an absolute beast as of lately. And you know what? If he's going to do this, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. I talked down on you on the podcast. Prove me wrong. And he ends up getting, of course, that 3-run home run. He gets that as his only hit. He struck out once, but overall, he looked great, making nice defensive plays as well. Not going to complain at all about Lindor's day. Alonso, 2 for 3, 2 hits for him and 2 walks. So overall, very great day for Alonso at the office. Someone that hasn't been doing too great as of lately. So you take that. JD Davis, in probably his final at-bats as a Met, he strikes out as tradition, and I think that one was a fastball because, of course, down the dick. And then Vogelbach, he walked, didn't get a hit today, but we love that he gets on base. Marcana, 2 for 5, 2 hits for him on the day, struck out once. Solid day. Escobar, definitely the worst when it comes to the offensive side of things today. No hits for him. Left 5 guys stranded. Just an awful day there for Eduardo Escobar, no doubt about that. Jeff McNeil, 2 hits on the day. You take that, and then a hit by the pitch, of course. So overall, great day for Jeff McNeil. Tomas Nido, on a day where the Mets lose out on Christian Vasquez, I'll take his hit and RBI. And that is your summary in terms of the game. Mets win it 7-3. But let's talk trade deadline, because like I said, Christian Vasquez looking like he's off the board, and you're seeing all these teams make moves. You have Frankie Montas going to the Yankees. You got, like I said, Vasquez going to the Astros. Tommy Pham to the Red Sox. Hader going to the Padres. Forgot to mention that. The Mets got to do something, though, because if they don't do anything, if we seriously see just Mark Vientos come up and that's the move, tomorrow expect a very angry me. Expect a very angry version of me. I don't care if they win. I don't care if DeGrom throws a no-hitter tomorrow. I will be pissed if they do not make a move tomorrow. I will be pissed. They have to. JD Martinez, let's go. Wilson Contreras, let's go. I'm seeing Omar Narvaez. That's really what we're resorting to. And here's my problem. So in past years, when the team clearly was frauds, if you want to say, like last year, and they were clearly in a downward spiral, you go out and you trade a guy, one of your top prospects for Javi Baez. But now that you're 25 games or 20 games above 500, now all of a sudden you're scared to trade top prospects. Give me a break. Max Scherzer's on the wrong side of 30. DeGrom's opting out after this year. Nimmo's contract's up after this year. Do or die. Trade your prospects if you have to. We are seeing what happened with Jarred Kelenic. Hyped up, and how has he been in Seattle? Not great. Not great at all. And Diaz has been great for us. Get a guy with either control or get a guy that's a rental. I do not care. To me, I don't value any of these prospects as much as others do. I'm sorry. The only 2 that I value a lot are Beatty and Alvarez. And to me, I trade them only if you're getting a guy with control like a Soto, like an Ohtani, or a younger guy that you're going to extend. But everyone else is on the table, and you go out and get a rental. Simple as that. You got to address this bullpen. You got to address this lineup. You have to. You have to. If they walk away from this deadline with Mark Vientos called up and 1 or 2 relief pitchers, I'm not happy. I'm not happy. And then especially if it's just Vientos. Oh, tomorrow I'm going to be coming on this mic livid. Livid. But like I said, DeGrom pitches tomorrow, which is very exciting stuff, considering it feels like we haven't seen him pitch since his major league debut at this point. So hopefully he gives us a nice outing. Let's see quickly if the Mets did make a trade while making this video, but doubt it, but might as well check. Yeah, no, nothing. But that's all I got to say in terms of the Mets game, in terms of the deadline. Make a move. Don't let me be unhappy tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you guys are new, especially for Met fans. Turn on your notifications. And I will see you in the next one. Let's go Mets, baby.